The person I decided to do my research and recreate photos for is Lindsay Adler. Lindsay Adler is a fashion and portrait photographer based in New York City. She has been a professional photographer for over half of her life, beginning her career in her hometown in New York. Adler began using a camera at around the age of 12 as a way to spend time with her family. Both her mother and grandmother had a passion for photography, and together they would all wander around their family farm taking pictures of the nature. Adler first published a photo in a calendar at the age of 13. From then on, she knew that photography would be a large part of her life. By the age of 15, she had started her own business. In the beginning of her career, she mainly photographed families and high school students, eventually branching off into wedding photography and many more subjects. In college, Adler took a class where she studied Masters of Fashion Photography. People such as Watson, Penn, Avedon, and many more. When Adler first saw their work, she admired and fell in love with the art one could express through fashion photography. She loved how all elements of the image came together so brilliantly to make elegant, timeless, and engaging images. Hair, makeup, wardrobe, posing, light, styling, location, and concept. Each equally important elements in making images that would stand out. It wasn't necessarily the fashion aspect that intrigued her, but more so the idea of using the body and clothing as a canvas for creative expression. Lindsay now has 5 books out, as well as many fashion editorials, which have appeared in many famous fashion and photography publications. She was named one of the top 10 best fashion photographers in the world. She now focuses on shooting advertising campaigns, designing lookbooks, jewelry, hair campaigns, fashion editorials, and makeup. She is renowned for her creativity and collaboration with designers and stylists in order to create new and fresh looks. In this picture, Lindsay went for a more natural look, having the model's makeup done in nude shades and the hair a messy updo with 2 strands flowing across the face. The dark nude background in this photo brings the viewer's eyes forward again to the highlighted portion of the model's face. Because Lindsay used a more nude color scheme, it gives the image a more intimate and naked feel. This photo incorporates nude shades and a nude background, this time being closer up, giving a raw, more connected feeling. The picture is focused on the model's eye, letting the viewer decide what emotion they want to interpret from it. The emotion I interpreted from this picture was one of pain and sadness on the model's eyes and lips. The bright red color drawing the viewer's attention right away, contrasting greatly with the pale skin. The emotion that I saw when looking at this photo was one of anger. This is because the eyes hold a lot of emotion, and by having the red surrounding them, the model seems angry. Like the photos before, this picture is taken in front of a nude background, but this time instead of having the nude makeup done, the model's face is bare, giving a more natural feel, especially since the model is smiling and seems to be happy. A close-up photo focusing mainly on the person's eyes. With this photo, I believe that Lindsay was trying to focus more on the creative and artistic side of photography than the practical, realistic side. Lindsay fell in love with photography at a young age, being inspired by both her mother and grandmother. She grew up experimenting with different types of photography, starting out with nature, then moving on to families and seniors in school, then eventually she got into more professional events. It wasn't until college when Lindsay found her true love for fashion photography, when she learned about different types of fashion photographers. It was because of all of this and her experimenting that led her to where she is today, now having a website focused on helping others find inspiration and new techniques.